This short test is to illustrate just how helpless the Axe Hairband and the Frankish Hairband are compared to the DLC axe units. Now we're going to put one Frankishka in one Axe Hairband in shield wall, one Frankishka in shield wall. It's going to eat the charge of the Butchelari and the Scooter Toy. Here we have Axe Hairband up against the Scooter Toy axes. Here we have Frankishka Hairband up against the Butchelari guard. So, main differences here, just looking at the stats of these units, you can see the Frankishka Hairband is more expensive, amazingly enough, than the Butchelari guard. But just look at their stats here. Just about... On the Frankishka Hairband, there is not a single statistic that is superior to that of the Butchelari guard, aside from the fact that their precursors do more damage and they have shield wall because they have the throwing axes, the Frankishka. So let's see just if that makes any sort of difference, because they have poor shields, they have poor armor. For an elite infantry unit, they are one of the most underwhelming infantry units in the game, and they cause 22 casualties on the throw there with their Frankishkas. But when contact is made, the Butchelari start to gain on the Frankishka, and they start to overpower them through a combination of higher melee attack and more health, more armor. More health, more armor, probably the most important statistics here in the result that we're seeing. More base damage is applied from the Butchelari guard to the Frankishka, and the Frankishka Hairband just cannot stand with the Butchelari guard, even though the Frankishka is more expensive. And the same is true here with the Scooter Toy and the Axe Hairband. So the cheaper Butchelari guard win with 85 men remaining. And looking at the stats of the Axe Hairband, the Axe Hairband is not a unit that should benefit too much from shield wall. Although they get an increase in their attack against infantry, losing their attack bonus of 35, not being able to throw precursors, having very little armor and not great melee defense to begin with, should mean that the Axe Hairband loses very quickly, and the same thing with the Frankishka Hairband. It should lose very quickly here to the Scooter Toy and the Butchelari, and that's exactly what happens. And for the Franks, you would rarely see the Axe Hairband and the Frankishka Hairband being brought. If the Frankishka Hairband and the Axe Hairband were to be viable units, they would need a significant cost reduction, especially now that the Scooter Toy and the Butchelari are so cost effective compared to the vanilla axe units that are in the game. Strength and honor.